When I was growing up, my parents always had this dream path for me to follow. So that was me going to uni, doing really well in school, and then getting a really high paying job, like whether that's a doctor. I think I was going to be an anesthesiologist or something like that. And so from a very early age, they kind of drilled that into me because my brother, he's 10 years older than me. He went to uni and he did chemical engineering, and he was like the perfect child in that sense. Like anytime we went to the family function, it would always be about my brother. Like Josh, oh, what's Josh doing? Like, what's Josh doing? And there's taking nothing away from him. He worked incredibly hard, but then it was kind of me, and I wasn't really doing anything with my life. I kind of gravitated towards video games since I was like 12. I started playing ridiculous amounts. More specifically, I gravitated towards a game called Ark Survival Evolved. It's basically this dinosaur game where you build up and you're supposed to be the best tribe in the server. And I played this game a lot, like genuinely. I would skip school to play it, I would stay inside on weekends to play it, and eventually I ended up amassing like 400 days or something absolutely ridiculous on this game. You know, my parents were pretty disappointed in me, so they ended up taking the Xbox away from me so I could study and perform better in school because my grades were absolutely terrible. I was out of shape, I was pretty miserable, and I was making no money as well. Never really wanted to go to uni either. I can remember it pretty vividly when I was like 12 or 13 in the city and walked past this supercar. I honestly just thought to myself, there's no way that I'm going to be able to get this by going through the path that my brother did, because I kind of saw what he was doing. That's when I decided to make the decision around 15 that I actually didn't want to go to uni. And so I brought it up to my parents, and obviously it was kind of laughed off initially, because they were like, you barely get C's and B's in school, so what makes you think that you can make $1 million online? And you know, they were right, because truthfully, I would always set these goals for myself. Like I would tell everyone, like, you know, I'm going to do this, this, and this, just like give me 6 months. And then 6 months will come along and I would be in the exact same position as I was because I just couldn't stick to it. Continue doing this through high school from about the age of 14 to 17. To be completely honest with you, my parents were not disappointed, I would never say that word, but they were just pretty let down. So it was pretty hard on me being the age that I was, being like 15, 16, seeing my parents argue and fight over me all the time, and it got to me. So I realized that I had to change, and I locked in, but still, I just kept falling back into the same habits of just giving up over and over and over and over. And then eventually, when I turned 17, I honestly had enough. Like, I was on the edge of just giving up everything and just going down the uni path. So I decided to give it one more full year. Actually managed to make a little bit of money. I was in SMMA, not to mention that I was in like 6 previous business models. And I think that's one thing that people kind of mistake about me. They always think that I'm this driven person that never gives up or is just so focused on their goals. But to be completely honest with you, I was always that kid that would just give up. And I think from giving up so much, having those years and having the reflections, just looking back and like genuinely late at night, just bawling myself to sleep because I couldn't bear with the type of person that I actually was. I just had to lock in. Like it was my only option. Otherwise, I was going to live the rest of my life going in a path that I didn't want and probably end up quitting midway through uni anyways. And there's a good quote I heard about this. It's the longer you stay on the wrong train, the more expensive it is to get home. And that was kind of what resonated with me because I didn't want to spend 4 years at uni, get into debt, and then not even end up pursuing a job in the degree that I got. So that's why I kind of took the leap early. And I'm genuinely so grateful to my younger self because it was fucking difficult, man. Like anyone coming on here and telling you making money online is easy, they're straight up lying to you. Like those 2 years were quite possibly the hardest time in my life. I was completely alone. I actually made a YouTube channel. I was going to document my journey. I made about 3 videos. Then everyone in my year found it. Pretty much just clowned in front of everyone. So I ended up taking the videos down. All it took was me to get that first bit of success. And I think that's when all of my love for video games kind of poured into the business and I just fell in love with kind of improving myself or whatever. The reason why I'm making this video mainly is because when I was young and when I was kind of first getting into everything, I thought the rich people and successful people were just completely different to myself. Like they had some secret formula, they would get up, they would work for 12 hours, 14 hours straight. But the truth is, honestly, it's just about reps over time. And as soon as you get your first win in, that's why I say anyone, if you're addicted to doom scrolling, if you're addicted to playing video games, if you're addicted to corn, anything like that, genuinely change your life and make millions in the space of 6 months, just like we did. Like, I mean, I've got the Rolex, I've got the two 10,000 order plaques or whatever for my stores. Don't really like flexing it, but I mean, I guess that's what it takes nowadays. If you have parents, if you have friends or anything like that who are telling you, you know, you're stupid for doing whatever you're doing, whether that's knitting, whether it's anything in life, genuinely take the leap. Like, I mean, we in the past 12 months, we've done over $1.5 million in our store. And it really just takes one solid year to completely change your life, your family's life, and the entire trajectory of your bloodline. There's so many great things that have come of this. We were able to transfer my parents $60,000 to help pay off the house. You're just able to do a lot of cool stuff, like outside of the Lambos and the whole Miami lifestyle. You can support the people who have supported you your whole life. But anyways, hope you guys did enjoy this video. As always, if you have any questions, hit me up on Instagram about ecom, about anything. A little bit of a different kind of video today. But really do hope you guys enjoyed this. And I'll see you guys tomorrow in probably what's going to be a more technical video. See you guys.